Hello students. So today I am going to teach you the half part of the lesson limits of mind. So in the previous video I have already discussed that Drona taught the art of archery to his students, the Kuru princess, and you can see the pic of uh, Eklavya who is hiding behind the tree and see all this magical art, and he was very surprised. And when the practice ended, Eklavya went up to Drona and with folded hands said, "Great sir, please teach me this magical art." So he was very impressed with this art of archery, and so he was humbly asked to Guru Drona that he want to get this art from him. "I don't teach the lowborn," Drona replied coldly and turned away. But here Drona told he don't teach any low born. Low born means the lower caste. So here Eklavya is lower. He belonged to a lower caste, and so Drona denied to teach him. "Master, your arrows don't seem to mind any limits. They bring rain and fire. They do wonders. How then can you be bound by the thoughts of fire and low birth?" Saying this, Eklavya walked away from a glaring Drona. So he asked uh, how his arrows brought rain and fire. That arrow, how this arrow can distinguish in the low burn and high burn. This is a very typical question asked by Eklavya, but he was leave the place after saying all this statement. He was not staying there for a moment and leave the place. The very next day, Eklavya carved a statue of Drona from a tree trunk. Each day he would bow before the statue, practice shooting, and imagine a pat on his back from Drona. But here you can see Eklavya didn't give up. He carved a statue of Guru Drona from a tree trunk. Every day he bowed in front of the statue and felt a pat from his Guru. The royal princes and their master came to the forest again after a few months as Arjun got ready to take aim at a particularly difficult target. An arrow reached his target before he could even aim. Shocked, the boys and their teacher looked around. They saw Eklavya who went up to touch Drona's feet. After a month, once again the Kuru princes came with their guru for practicing the art of archery, and Arjuna was ready to shoot a target before his arrow, another arrow reached it. It means another arrow touched the target. Everyone was surprised. Then Eklavya suddenly appeared with his bow and arrow, and he touched the feet of Guru Drona. "Who is your teacher?" Drona asked Eklavya quietly, led him to the statue. Drona asked at it for some time and said, "If I am your guru, give me my fee, my guru dakshina." So here you may see, surprised Drona asked Eklavya that who was his guru. Then Eklavya led him to the statue that he made out of a tree trunk. Drona immediately understood that the statue was his own, so without wasting time, he asked Guru Dakshina or fees from Eklavya. And what he asked from Eklavya, do you know? "Ask sir," bowed Eklavya. "I want your right thumb," replied the stone-hearted Drona. "Without the right thumb to support it, how can any archer even hold a bow?" As Arjuna and the other princes watched in shock, Eklavya cut off his right thumb wordlessly and laid it at Drona's feet. So here you see, Guru Drona asked his right thumb. It proverb has been used here, that is stone-hearted. Stone-hearted means a person with stone heart. He is not having a heart inside. Drona, Arjuna and other princes were shocked to listen the Guru's word. But Eklavya cut off his right thumb and laid it to Drona's feet immediately. So here the stone-hearted Drona asked the right thumb of Eklavya, and without thinking anything, Eklavya was giving his right thumb to Guru Drona as a Guru Dakshina. But our story doesn't end here. Many years passed, a great battle was going on in Kurukshetra between the Kauravas and Pandavas. But as fate had it, the great master Drona was fighting against the favorite pupil Arjuna. After the day's battle, a sad Drona was sitting in his camp. Suddenly, like a respectful prayer, arrows fell near his feet on one after another. He looked up and saw the young Eklavya. So many years passed, a day come when Guru Drona and Arjun were on each other's opposite side in the great battle of Mahabharata held at Kurukshetra. After a day battle, when sad Drona was sitting in his camp, an arrow came near his feet. He saw the young Eklavya was standing in front. The arrow touched his feet. So respectful manner, the arrow touched his feet. And when Guru Drona saw Eklavya was standing in front, he humbly bowed his head and he told he could shoot with his both hands and his feet too. He had taught others also the art of archery. So, Master, I have learned to shoot without my right thumb. I can shoot with my left and with my feet. I have taught others and raised in an army. Today I am known as a great archer. So, in this paragraph, Drona told that he has learned archery without his right thumb. He also do archery with his left hand and with his feet also. He had made his own army because he has taught many people the art of archery, and he had his own army, and now he is here to support Guru Drona, to help Guru Drona in this war. Drona was speechless. Yes, why he is speechless? He is feeling very regret because he had taken his right thumb as a Guru Dakshina to in the love of his own favorite Arjuna. Master, I set your greatness free from the limits of your own mind. Your great love for Arjun crossed the limits of fairness when you asked for my thumb. But this made me learn to shoot with both hands and feet. And for this lesson, I offer my services to you in this battle. So, all these things, whatever he has learned, he told that this credit goes to Guru Drona when he had asked his right thumb. So, he learned archery with his left hand and also with his feet, and also try to teach other people, and also having a good army with him. So he is thankful. Drona's eyes filled with tears. He answered, yes, it is true. Bounds and limits are in the mind. Real courage is fighting against wrong limits and respecting the correct ones. Eklavya, you have taught me a great lesson today. So, in the end, Guru Drona realized that his what was his mistakes, and he come to know that limits are only in our mind. The real courage with whom with which will fight against the wrong one, that is called as the real courage or real thing. So here Drona's eyes were filled with tears, and he realized his all mistakes and regret for all the mistakes. And you see, now he is giving his blessings to Eklavya in the end. So, children, this lesson gives us a good moral lesson, that is, limits are not in the physical world, this is in our minds, which makes our thinking mean. So, we should be thinking in a broad manner. Don't think, or don't, we should not make our mind think like a limit boundaries. Okay, thank you.